Alright, hello and welcome. So, if you were watching my last tier list, it's not one I'm proud of, I'll be honest. I wanted to do a zombies tier list, and I think the perk one was not a great idea. But this one is a definite idea that I think I'm definitely going to like. And again, personal opinion, I have used all of these, so I'm never going to put anything in the never used it list. But here are my opinions for these. Right. Blundergat. Banger. Absolute fucking banger. I don't think the upgraded versions are down here, no. So, basically, the main Blundergat was good gun. The Acid Gat definitely was a nice little upgrade as long as you had something to help with the explosive damage. And then eventually they added that Magma one. I think that was probably my least favourite, but it was still a good gun. This is just a base Blundergat, so I'll still put it there. What was it called? The Chrysalix or something like that? I'll put that in Banger too, because it was powerful. Very powerful. I do remember the version of it where you shoot. I think that was a little less good, if that makes sense. But I think it was my favorite wonder weapon to use because the mixture of melee and range was great. Cerberus was one of my favorite wonder weapons. Just the base version itself I thought was really great, but the other versions weren't too bad. They had their hits and misses. Base version, though, on par with the ray gun in my opinion, and that's just my personal thing. The Die Machine does the job. It really does, especially when you upgrade it. But obviously, different upgrades. My favorite to use was definitely the electric one. It was just a beam, but obviously, yeah, it was good that you could suck zombies up to get ammo. That was another good thing about it. The Wonder Waff. I mean, really, the Wonder Waff is a great gun. You know what? Yeah, it goes in the S tier. Oh, God tier, yeah, I guess you'd call it. I feel like, yeah, it was... You have certain wonder weapons that were perfect, and you kind of wish they just became the norm. Like, I feel like... I know, putting too many wonder weapons in the game makes it probably unfair, according to Treyarch. I feel like with the rate you get wonder weapons, unless you use stuff like now you can do like Wonder Bar and stuff like that, just putting a decent amount of wonder weapons in so you have variety, I think would be perfect. This upcoming map for Call of Duty for Black Ops 6, Shattered Veil, we know the Wonder Waff and the Mark II are going to be in the game, and of course the base ray gun. So I feel like that'll be a good, decent map for wonder weapons. But obviously, again, yeah, like, in the past, there really wasn't anything like that. Fire Bow. Banger. Very much a banger. Is that the Fire Staff? It is, okay. Yeah, banger as well. Ice Staff. I feel like all the upgrade staffs are pretty good. I overused the Ice Staff so much that it less became my favorite, but it's nowhere near a bad staff. I just think, yeah, Fire was really good for both. Ray Gun is a god tier. This list isn't necessarily in terms of power, just in terms of what I believed, like if I got it out of the box or I used it in a game. But yeah, definitely Ray Gun will be god tier. I think this is that cannon gun from Voyage of Despair. It does the job, it really does. It's nowhere near the best wonder weapon, in my opinion, but it is decent. I can't remember what it was called. It was like the K something something something. Also does the job, in my opinion. Probably not the best wonder weapon, in my opinion, that I like, but it does it. Lightning Staff, banger. Ooh, Paralyzer. Now, it could be a god tier because of its unlimited ammo and stuff, but it's not a good kill. It kills, but it doesn't kill quick. And I always had that issue. So the infinite ammo and the ability to fly up were some of my favourite things. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna have to go over there. I'm sorry. The Ray K, right? I think I'm gonna have to. It's not a god tier. It is definitely a banger. I never used the second fire that much. I did use the first fire, the machine gun part. It was good. It was really good. It was probably the best weapon they had in Black Ops 4. Mark II ray gun, absolute best upgrade of an original, and it works so well in so many ways. I'm kind of very glad it's coming back in this next map. Okay, the Mark III, it is a banger. It was only in one map. It was a banger though. Scavenger, it does do the job. I was not a big fan of it because I'm not a big sniping fan, but you know, Apothecant Serpent, instant black hole. It's a banger. It was perfect. The Baby Maker, or the Shrinking Ray, uh, it does the job. It really does the job. Sliquifier, I am also going to put in the does the job tier. It is decent of a gun. Obviously. Lightning Bow, banger. It was pretty good bow to use. Thunder Gun, I'm going to say does the job, only because in the later rounds, it kills less and more just knockback. And again, it's not bad. I just personally never liked using it in the higher rounds. The Void Bow, oh, that is a banger. I think all the bows are going to be bangers, honestly. Maybe, I don't know. The VR11, I didn't use that much. It was a good distraction gun, though, so I will give it that. The Wave Gun, banger. Absolute banger. Is that the Wind Staff? You know what? That does the job. It was not my favourite, but it did what it did. Winter's Howl I could really put useless because it wasn't the best gun, but I'm not. I'm going to put it in does the job because it still technically slows zombies down, which is what you need. And then the Wolf Bow is... I mean, it was the one I got stuck with a lot because it was one of the easier ones to make, but I'll be honest, out of all the bows, all of them had such cool effects, and that was just shooting a wolf forward. Like, I don't know, in my opinion, I don't think any of these wonder weapons are useless. If I were to pick a regular gun or a wonder weapon, it would always be a wonder weapon. It doesn't matter if it's one you build, one you get from the box. They all have their merit. And I will die on that hill. But yeah, so that's just going to be what this tier list is. Again, I'm hoping this is a little better than the last one. But, that's personal opinion. Either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.